quick, I just want to tell you guys that you guys could win one of these tie rod flips yourself. I have an extra one. Self-explanatory. As you'll see in this video, it's pretty much common sense, even though I couldn't find a drill bit. But this is the two main things that you'll need. And you'll hear me talk about in the video about putting anti-seize down in here. That's because so if you put the tie rod down in this without welding this to the knuckle, this could come clear up out of there. But anyway, if you guys want to win one of these Rukse, well, I keep saying Rukse, but it's Rukse. That's how they pronounce it. I even called them. This is not a paid sponsor. I did not get this sent to me for free. I actually bought this. So this will be coming out of my pocket into yours if you guys wanted to do this. If you guys have the Grand Cherokee tie rod, I highly recommend doing this. So if you want to win this, all you have to do is like this video, give it a thumbs up, share this video, share it everywhere, tell every Jeeper that you know about my channel. Comment below and I'll pick at random if we have enough comments, and if we have enough comments and enough, people that want to win this. Even if you would want to win it, I don't even know if you guys don't even want to win it, but it's here if you guys do. This is a value of 20 bucks, like I said, come out of my pocket. So anyway, let's go ahead and continue on to the video. Tools you'll need for this job is a drill, 3/4 inch drill bit. Like I said, I got a masonry bit because that's all we had. 3/4 inch socket and a grinder to grind the sway bar bracket off. Welcome back to Cherokee Ronnie's channel. Today we got another episode. Today we're going to do a tie rod flip. Baby, I'm having a heck of a time finding the drill bit to drill out the knuckle. So I couldn't find a drill bit that size. I need a 3/4 inch and nobody has it. They can't even order it around here. I've been to Advanced Auto, Ace Hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's, I mean every place I could think of around here. Machine shops, nowhere. So I'm going to try a masonry bit. I've tried a masonry bit on a leaf spring one time and it drilled it just fine because there was already a hole there. I just need to make it bigger. So let's see if this crap will work. If not, screw it. Torch it out. What you do is take the wheel off. We'll break it loose while it's on the ground before you jack it up. I already pre-loosened this so I can make this a little bit easier to show you. Then we'll go ahead and jack it up. Supported by a jack stand. You can go ahead and take your wheel off. Alright, now you got your wheel off. You can go ahead and take this nut off. Let's get a 3/4. Go ahead and pop it loose. Lay your nut up here so you can lose it in about 5 minutes. And knock yourself to death for it. Stick the nut back on first, then hit it. Just give it a good couple taps. Hold it. And it drops right out. Then put your nut back up here so you can lose it. Alright, after you get it drilled out to what it needs to be, just take your shim and you drop it in here, then you put your tie rod on top. Pretty self-explanatory. Just want to make sure you go ahead and get this reamed out just right. Another thing is, when you go to put this down in here, you can you want to weld around this if you want. I'm just going to put a bunch of anti-seize down in there. Cut your bracket off, and I'm going to have to cut it at an angle probably right here because you'll probably hit when I turn. So. This way it'll support this bracket still a little bit. This is at full lock to the left. full lock driver, and as you can see, it's not hitting it unless I'd have to really bend this or something. But other than that, it's on there. Make sure everything's going to clear. It comes with this nylon nut, as you can see, but as you can see right here, my nut with the sleeve in there, can tighten it down. My nut with the sleeve in there, if you can see that, you can see the collar keyhole. So I don't know, I'm not much for using these nylon nuts. I mean, yeah, they would probably hold, but yeah, I'm just not feeling it. So I'm just going to use the castle nut and put a cotter key through it. I don't see why you would need this. Maybe it's just my Jeep, but yeah. Check for any play. It's pretty tight actually. Now I did have to loosen these up to turn my tie rod because it is under the knuckle, so I just rotate it this way. Now you might have to get an alignment. I don't think a half a turn is going to make a big difference. It might, I don't know, we'll see. We'll take it for a test drive and see. I don't think it will, but if it does, we can get it aligned in the driveway, hillbilly style. That's how I line this Jeep anyway, and it hasn't been wearing tires at all. Which I'll put a link right here for 10,000 miles on tread right tires, and they still look like brand new. Right there, them bad boys are. But we're gonna go ahead and tighten this down, and then we'll continue to put the tire on and take it for a test drive. This one might be a little bit tricky. We'll have to go get a wrench for this one. This masonry bit did work, 3/4. And since I couldn't find a metal bit anywhere in this freaking state, I mean, it probably dulled it a little bit, but since there's already a hole, it just chopped right through it like it was nothing. It's kind of soft. The knuckle's soft. Anyway, it gave me a little bit more clearance than usual. As you can see, it raised it up. Before, if you go back and watch my Grand Cherokee tie rod upgrade swap, before the tie rod was at an angle going like this. Now it's straight, and with the Grand Cherokee piece, it has this groove in it, so it even puts it up higher over here, which I like. So it gives me a little bit more ground clearance, even though this sticks down farther, but this won't be in the way of getting bent. Maybe a rock would hit right here or right here. Like I said, I need to put my diff guard on here. I haven't been out like full-blown trail riding yet, so I'm just still working on that. So everything's pretty much parallel with each other. This goes up even with the track bar, and this is even with all the way across. So all lines up now. Like I said, the masonry bit did work. You just drill this out. I had to pound the sleeve in a little bit. I thought I was recording and the camera was dead, so it didn't get me drilling out this at all and putting the sleeve in. So I do apologize for that. And I didn't want to pound it all the way back out and redo it just to get it on film. So what I did was drilled out the 3/8 or 3/4 masonry bit. Like I said, it did work. This is soft anyway. Drilled it out, pecked the sleeve down in, and like I said, you will have to weld it if you want. But that's basically it. It's pretty self-explanatory. You might, just depends on what you're working on. This particular Cherokee, like I said, you will need a grinder. You have to cut this off. This is your sway bar bracket, which as you can see over there, it's just like that. It's just over here. Up in here like this. This was hitting it, and then you cut it off. As you can see, I just notched mine, and it clears it just fine, as you seen there a minute ago. But it's only the modifications you have to do. Like I said, you can weld that around it if you want. But if you don't know how to weld, you don't have to be a welder, because I've got these out before. I've had a couple Cherokees. I wasn't realizing what I was doing and pounded one of these out and wondered why there was a sleeve in there. And here to come find out, I had a tie rod flip kit. So I wasted a lot of knuckles and junked a lot of Jeeps that had this kit already on it. So kicking myself in the hind end for that one. Let's go ahead and take it for a test drive. So, seems to be doing pretty good. I've had it 35, 45, 55, 65, and even 75 in Mexico, and it's doing pretty good. No shakes, no wobbles. Now, I know before, I don't know if this has anything to do with it. I was getting a little bit of bump steer on the road when I hit a pothole or like a black top, like where they patch the road. It would kind of like bump steer a little bit. I'm not getting that now. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, but it feels like my steering's a little bit tighter too. It feels a little bit better. If you're going to do the Grand Cherokee tie rod swap and that's all you're going to do, I do recommend doing this because it does give you a little clearance. It gives you a little bit more height so you don't hit rocks and bend it up a little bit. And plus, I didn't expect much from this kit. I figured you'd stick the tie rod down in there and it would be a little loose. So. And there went a cop. So like I said, it seems to be doing pretty good. I ain't got no shakes, no wobble. The steering does feel a lot tighter than it was. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little how-to video. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. You just got to make sure you can find a bit to actually do it with. But you can go check out all my social media links down in the description below. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. And go check out my Facebook because I have a thing called Jeep of the Week, and you could be featured in Jeep of the Week. And you can see things before I even do them on Facebook and Instagram, and you can see pretty much my daily life on Snapchat. So make sure you go ahead and go and follow those. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to support this channel because YouTube is in a rough state right now. Yes, I do put ad revenue on my channel to keep this Jeep build going and keep the channel going. YouTube is kind of falling out right now because people are getting you know, upset. I'm pretty sure you've seen videos on it already, so they're kind of cutting our pay a little bit. But just stick around, support my channel no matter what I do. I'm not going anywhere. I don't do this just for money. I'll always continue to do stuff because a lot of people are quitting because they ain't getting paid. That's just stupid. I do YouTube for the fun of it. Anyway, I'm Cherokee Ronnie. Stay dirty, my friends.